My wife and brother spilled their darkest secret. While I was in a coma, not knowing I could hear everything. I was on my way to work when I crashed into a pole and fell into a day-long coma. At the hospital, the nurses told my wife and brother that I may never wake up again. What they didn't know was that I was conscious the whole time, trapped screaming in the prison of my own skull. The moment the doctor left, Vanessa dropped my hand like it was rotting meat. She wiped her palm on her dress, and I knew from the sound of leather that it was the one I'd bought for our anniversary. My chest started burning when Terrence moved behind her. The sound of their laughter completely intertwined. 8 years of this, she said. 8 fucking years. The words hit like ice water flooding my veins. My brother's hand kissed her neck, and suddenly every late night he'd stayed over made sense. Every business trip where he'd volunteered to check on her. My jaw wanted to clench, but remained slack, useless. The bed shifted as Vanessa sat down hard, her hip digging into my ribs. You know what the worst part is? Her voice was closer now, breath hot against my ear. He actually thinks I love him. He brings me flowers every Friday like clockwork. Something metal scraped against the bed rail, her wedding ring. Vanessa walked to my bedside and studied my face. Her finger poked my cheek, nail digging in. No response. She poked harder, leaving a crescent moon indent in flesh that couldn't flinch. The casual cruelty of it made my trapped mind howl. Gosh, looking at him makes me sick. She spat. I felt the warm wetness hit my cheek, slide down toward my ear. Terrence picked up my chart and tossed it onto my legs. Papers scattered across my dead weight limbs. Neither bothered to collect them. I felt my father's Rolex unstrap from my wrist. He held it up, admiring the weight. Dad had worn it through 30 years of construction work, left it to me on his deathbed. Now Terrence fastened it onto his own wrist, like he was trying on a dead man's shoes. Remember when he showed us this? Terrence's voice was casual, like discussing weather. Said it would be mine when he died. Guess he was right. Vanessa found my wallet. She laid out the contents on my chest. Credit cards, business cards, photos, like I was a table at a garage sale. The black Amex disappeared into her purse. Our honeymoon photo got special attention. Her nail scraped down the middle before she tore it precisely in half. They ordered Chinese food, my favorite restaurant, the one where we'd had our first date. The containers sat on my legs while they ate, discussing my funeral between bites. Sauce dripped onto my hospital gown. Vanessa's chopsticks clicked against her teeth, a sound that used to drive me crazy. Now I couldn't even wince. My phone lay in the bedside drawer. Terrence grabbed my thumb, bent it back to unlock the screen. The joint pulled wrong, but I couldn't cry out. He scrolled through my accounts while my thumb throbbed. Vanessa leaned over to look, her hair brushing my face. 2 million in Bitcoin, Terrence exclaimed, showing her the screen. My mother called then. Vanessa answered while sitting on my bed, her weight making it hard to breathe through the ventilator. She played the grieving wife perfectly, even produced tears. After hanging up, she wiped them away with disgust. Your mother never liked me, she said. Always thought I wasn't good enough for her precious baby boy. She grabbed my hand and squeezed hard, nails digging into my palm. If only she knew her other son has been fucking me since before the wedding. My mind raced through every moment I'd missed. The way they danced too close at our wedding. How she'd insisted Terrence become my business partner. Late nights at the office that lined up too perfectly. Terrence stood at the foot of my bed, practicing something. His stance, his gestures, I recognized them. My eulogy. He was rehearsing my eulogy while I breathed 6 feet away. Occasionally I'd feel him glance at me, adjusting his delivery. My own brother measuring me for a coffin. Time crawled. They made calls to lawyers, to accountants. My company dissected name by name. Employees who'd been with me for years were added to a termination list. Vanessa used my chest as a desk for taking notes. Each letter pressed through paper into flesh that couldn't protest. They grew bolder as night fell. Vanessa practiced crying in the bathroom mirror, door open. Different versions of grief, like trying on clothes. Terrence counted my possessions, watches, cufflinks, the signed baseball from Dad. Every muscle screamed to move, to rage, to grab them by their lying throats. That's when the miracle fought through the medication. My index finger twitched, just once, just enough. Vanessa saw it. The nail polish bottle slipped from her hand, shattering on the floor. Red spread across white tile like blood. They stood frozen, watching my hand like a bomb about to explode. My finger moved again. No, Vanessa whispered. No, 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 no. My eyes opened. Not fully, not easily, but they opened.